Hey guys, just before the video, I wanted to tell you this was recorded several months ago and I was so frustrated because my unit was in the back and it just made all this noise. And I debated. And I was looking over it today and I said, you know what? I'm going to share this because I'm being transparent and I know I'm not the only person who has dealt with these emotions and these mental things that happen when you are vitamin deficient. So I hope you enjoyed the video and excuse the noise. Hey guys, welcome back to How to DIY and Save a Dime, and I am the single mom versus the fixer-upper. So today I want to talk to you about something that's very, very personal and very important. Not personal, but something that's very important to your personal well-being. That's what I meant to say. So I did not want to, y'all know I'm not one for just doing videos just to be doing them. I want my videos to have meaning. I want my videos to have some type of information that can transform someone in a better way, whether it be mental, physically, emotionally, or financially. That's one. So you might see this a couple times because I'm gonna get some videos out today. So just so you know, I'm gonna get some videos out, some thumbnails and stuff like that I need to do because I'll be working so much. So I took this day off to do this. So today I want to talk to you about, vitamin D deficiency, insufficient vitamin D in the body, whatever you want to call it, low vitamin D. I did not take seriously when I moved and relocated. I remember I picked my doctor, very awesome doctor. She's Indian and she's into allowing me, and I heard you guys heard me talk about this before. She's into allowing me to kind of go the holistic route if I can express and explain to her that I did my research, and then let her know, and then she'll kind of feedback off of me and we'll go back and forth. And I love that about her. That's why I would drive back to see her until I find somebody I'm comfortable with where I'm at. But anywho, she told me more than once when I got my levels checked or when I did all my testing to just see if I'm okay, for anything from sexual things, for you gotta pay attention to stuff. And when I left my last situation, I wanted to make sure that I was good, and so I wanted to literally get everything done. I was like, just, it's that time, I got all my womanly things done and all that stuff. It's not time for the breast until I do it again next year, whatever. And so she kept saying, you're a little low on your vitamin D, and I'm just like, I know you keep telling me that. Do you want me to prescribe you some write the prescription? I'm like, no, I'm gonna get it in my food. Don't worry about that. I got this, And I was trying to eat right, but things just don't go as planned all the time. And so I went back again, and that happened to come up again in my blood work. And I'm like, okay, doc, give me the pills. And so at this point, I had already did research because I had a funny feeling that she was going to say it again. So I was already on top of my research, understanding what the vitamin D was. So when she gave them to me and prescribed them, I didn't think nothing of it. So my first prescription was vitamin D2, and I'm covering everything. Most of y'all know my name anyways. Vitamin D2, and it was 50,000 units, right? Which is 1.25 milligram. So that was my first prescription. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna take these. These were prescribed for 8 weeks. And for every week I had to take one pill. So that one pill was supposed to kind of do its thing. I forgot time release throughout the seven days of the week. And then every Tuesday I would take them again because I started on Tuesday. Remember, the pharmacist say whatever day you start, try to do it within an hour or two of that time, that same time next week, so that the body can make sure it's getting what it needs. I said, okay, cool. So after I got them, I was like, oh, she gave me D2. And what's the difference? So I did more research on D2. No, I did research on D2, D3, but she gave me D2. And I'm like, she usually kind of do things, a certain way. I'm going to just try to rock out. If I don't like them or I don't feel like it's making a change for me, I'll just switch up. So what happened was I did use them and I didn't realize it. And y'all should know I've been working like crazy and I haven't really been tired. Now, before I started working, think about all the times when I wasn't working, I was always tired. Even though I was doing stuff around here, but I was so much more tired than me working 19, 18, 16, 12-hour shifts. I was more tired than that, and I wasn't working these hours. And I'm still coming home cooking. I'm doing what I need to do, all of the above. Yeah, my little thing, it was itching. I'm doing everything I need to do, and I'm like, good Lord, this is really doing something for me. Now, let's be real. Let me get into some real nitty gritty. Y'all also would hear me say, oh, my back, I'm feeling the aches. And I would say, oh, it's because of the weight. And that could be a factor, but I was just achy. Like I would get muscle spasms in the middle of the night, twisting my feet a certain way, or I could be in the shower, bend down, get up, I feel dizzy, like just feeling fatigued, feeling drained, feeling woozy, feeling nauseous sometimes, just feeling weird, right? Then I also had sadness. Like I had a sadness that I'm like, okay, why am I feeling sad? I am so grateful. And I have to keep reminding myself, I am so grateful. I feel like it was two entities, two of me trying to, you know, like this one's like, we're good, we're great, we're thankful, we're great. But then this one was like, no, but this is not right. Life is not together yet. Things are not where I need it to be. It was just me fighting myself. And I said, what is happening right now? Like, what is happening? So when I found out all this information, I started seeing other videos and people talking about it. I'm like, okay, so I'm not going crazy. Like this vitamin D thing is so serious. Like that's one of the major vitamins that you have to have. And I was just like, wow. And if you're in an area that you don't get that much vitamin D, it can be kind of like a big thing for you, right? So I did them for a week. Today marks me being a month and 2 weeks, so 6 weeks, right? I've been doing them, so I figured it's time for me to come, because it's been in my system enough for me to feel it. I actually felt it the first week. To be honest with you, I felt it the first week. So I don't know. I feel like I got more energy. I don't feel the aches and pains. Even though, like I said, yeah, gaining weight, it could cause aches and pains, but I don't feel the aches and pains, the muscle spasms and different things that I'm feeling. I haven't been feeling those. And then I'm always feeling optimistic, feeling positive. It feels like I had a change within the last, like I'll say 7-8 months. It's been a change in me feeling positive and optimistic about things regardless of what's going on. It felt like it just continued to not be, but it was like I'm thinking it, I'm feeling it, but then I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, if y'all know, or if y'all can understand what I'm saying, sometimes we go through things and not realize, we're a little tired, or and we throw it off, but we really don't realize that the deficiencies with minerals and vitamins in our body can cause havoc on us, and as you get older, you just can't keep playing with them. So right here it says some signs and symptoms that could be related to vitamin D deficiency for children: incorrect growth pattern, muscle weakness and pain, bone pain, and joint deformities, right? Then it says for adults, fatigue, bone pain, often throbbing, usually in the lower back, hips, or legs, okay? And it says muscle weakness, achy muscles, muscle cramps, and mood changes such as depression or anxiety. Now I've read other things that said it may not be depression, it may not be anxiety, but it gives you those feelings. It gives you that energy, that feeling of how a person feels when they are depressed and when they are having anxiety or anxiety attacks. Then it also says frequent falls. You're clumsy, you're off balance, you're falling all the time, and broken bones. You be more not brittle, sensitive. That's another thing, y'all. When I tell y'all, this vitamin D has changed my life. So what I did now, I'm done with the D3. So like I'm on the second week of the D2. I started with D2. I didn't feel a difference. I really didn't. I didn't know that there was a big difference, but what I found out, this is the difference. With vitamin D, this is a natural form, and I'll try to put the name up here if I edit this video, and this is what it's called. It's a natural form that we naturally get from the sun, right? But then vitamin D is a synthesized plant by plants, which is weird because isn't plants natural? I don't know. Let's just be real. I say this is a synthetic. It is gotten it's created by however they make it to give you the effects of what it needs to give. I just wasn't feeling the D2 once I realized, she gave me D2. She might have her reasons, but I know my body and I want to do what I feel is best for my body. So when she did the next script, I said, please give me D3. She had no problem. So now I'm taking them daily. So you see, it's more. This is gone. It used to be a gel capsule that looks like a stool softener, but it was green, like an emerald green gel Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me tell you something. Okay, I forgot that I had another script, and I thought it was something else that she sent, but it was actually some more, which was the other 8 weeks, but I didn't want to finish them. This is the difference. This is what the D2 looks like. That's the D2. And those are the ones that I took weekly, once a week, right? These are the D3s. This is what they look like, and that's a daily one. So when I got these, I said, oh my gosh, it's 25 MCGs. These are 125 MCGs. I said, why would she lower the IUs, the units, right? And this is a 50,000 unit. These are actually 7,000. Yeah, 7,000. Am I right? 7? No. She said 50,000. 50,000 IUs of D2 equals, end up being 1,000 per day of the D3. We're going to see how I feel. Because in my brain, if a 50,000 only equates to being 7,000 IUs, then that means that these here are 1,000 units. And I got people saying they take 4,000, 5,000 units a day. I don't know. I guess the pharmacist says maybe she started me low and she's going to rise me up. And that's what you want, because you don't know how your body might react. So start low and let her take you up. If you feel like, I'm feeling a little better, but I think I might need a little more. You know your body. Pay attention to your body. I didn't want this to be too long, but I'm not one for just making real quick videos about stuff that's important, because I've seen videos and I'm like, okay, that's it. That's it. You're not going to tell us anymore. So I would say this. Do it for at least a week. This is meant, the big unit, this one right here, the big unit, where they only give you 4, you only get 4, is meant to boost your levels and get them regular. And then this one is used to maintain your levels and keep them regular. So that's why it's a change. Now in my brain, I was thinking, oh, well, I was trying to divide 50,000 IU into 7 days. I'm like, it should be more than that. No, that's not how it works. That just goes to show that the D3 is so much more powerful, so much more potent than the D2. Because the D2, 50,000 is equivalent to 7,000 D3. And that's why they can give you that in bigger doses, and then it does its thing throughout the week. So I was like, oh, so it is actually the same thing, but I'm getting that once a week versus taking it daily. I didn't have a problem. And she said a lot of times people don't like to take vitamins daily, and that's why she usually just give them, the 1, 2, 3, 4 for the first time, and then after that you can lower it down and do it daily. And I don't have a problem doing it daily. I just put it right in with my iron and moringa and my minerals, and I take it right with my pills. So I can't say that I feel a big difference between the two, because I went from taking one and rolled right into the next. I still feel that, I have major energy. Like, I got off of work, I did an 8 to 8 in the morning, got off of work, did not go to sleep, and went back to work at 3 o'clock the afternoon all the way till 10 o'clock. And then I got up, like last night, I got off at work at 10 o'clock. I got up this morning at 6. I didn't go to bed till probably like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Got up at 6. I'm energized. So it just depends. So if you feel like you have any of these symptoms and you feel like some things are going wrong with you and you don't understand it, you're not going crazy. A lot of times you're not depressed. I am not a healthcare physician. I am not a professional. I am just sharing my personal things that I've done and how it's changed my life and gave me so much more energy. It helped change so much stuff. My skin feels different. It doesn't feel as dry. Like, it's just a lot of things that this has done. And how did I forget? And being fogged, like, what was I gonna do? Like forgetting a lot, like a lot. I mean, sometimes you forget something real quick, but I'm talking about forgetting a lot. Like, what? Why did I? Like that. Fog. That's another thing. Now I just pulled up a site just to give you guys some things, just so you can get on the wavelength, ways to get, and it says ways to get vitamin D. Cod liver oil, vitamin D, blood levels is saying what they are. Cod liver oil, did not know this, has 1,360 IUs in 1 tablespoon. Farmed rainbow trout, 3 ounces, has 645 IUs. Sake salmon has 3 ounces, and for 3 ounce portion you can get 570 IUs. White mushrooms, a half a cup of white mushrooms gives you 366 IUs. Vitamin D fortified milk, 1 cup gives you 120 IUs. 1 large egg gives you 44 IUs. Beef liver, 3 ounces gives you 42 IUs. And canned light tuna and water gives you 40 IUs. And then you already know sun exposure. If you can get that sun and you can get into it and let it do its thing for you, go ahead. Why is my shirt feeling like it's so crooked? If you can get in there and get that sun and let it do its thing the natural way, definitely. Now, these are things, if you find out you do have low vitamin, I'm just giving you some tips and some foods and stuff that you can actually use to raise your level. And out of the top one, that cod liver oil is so disgusting. Oh, it's so disgusting. I could probably do the sake salmon, the sake salmon, whatever, white mushrooms. I don't do the milk, but other than that, yeah, cod liver oil. If you can get it down, 1,360, okay, IUs. So that's just some tips on this and how it's worked for me. I will say it has changed my life in a lot. And y'all know I struggled with having that accident years ago where my back would flare up. So if you already low and you're deficient and then you have issues that's going on as far as your back, your aches and pains, it's going to get worse if you become deficient. So I haven't been having no issues. At least a couple times a week it would be something like, ooh, feel like my back about to lock up. I haven't been dealing with that in like the last month. I haven't talked about my back or anything like that. So yeah, my fog, I feel like I'm more clear. I feel like I can pay more attention. Look, pay more attention. I feel like yeah, I don't feel like sad about everything. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing enough. Life is not lifing like I wanted to, whatever. It's not none of that for me. So I'm going to continue taking it. And she wants me to do it for 8 weeks, and then I'm gonna go back after 8 weeks to see how it did, and if I'm doing good and my levels is good. I guess I'll just stay on that dose or go on a lower dose. I don't know. She'll let me know what she think is important, but I'll be doing research way before then to see how people maintain their numbers after they taken the vitamin D. So I hope this was very informative. What I'll try to do is I'm gonna try to edit the heck out of this video and put stuff on the screen so you guys can see it. As far as the names of the 2 different vitamins, the vitamin D and the vitamin D2, and also I can put on the screen what happens in adults, minus I don't see the stuff that I found, but I'm gonna find some of that stuff, try to put that on the screen or put it below, so look for that. Yeah, I'll try to edit this and put as much as I can in the description box or in this video somewhere to make it easy. Sorry it had to be so long, but this is very important, and I know that a lot of times, you know, people just give you something and they leave you hanging. You're like, hey, but I want to know. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Join the family by subscribing. That's what I meant to say. And hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I load a new video. And with that being said, guys, I will see you guys later, gators.